I wouldn't have to wear a hard hat next time I came to the new stadium, but I didn't realize it would be 2 days later. Washington, D.C. Mayor Adrian Fenty and Nationals President Kasten threw the ceremonial dirt on the last cherry blossom tree planted in the park. Isn't Nationals red, and I had a bit of a helmet malfunction during the ceremony, which was quite embarrassing as it fell off my head. It was huge, I tell you, huge, and it just kept falling off.
Don't get any shots of me making the hat bigger. Not my head.
Maybe I should have traded him.
At this rate, we're getting these major accomplishments and demonstrations of the progress of the stadium happening almost every day. I suspect it will be like that for the better part of March, and that's just a great thing. But this is excellent. This is combining two amazing things. This is combining the cherry blossom trees, which anybody who knows Washington, D.C. and knows springtime, those two things are synonymous with Washington, D.C. and how we have represented a long relationship with the country of Japan, going all the way back to 1912, when 3,000 cherry blossom trees were gifted to the United States from Japan and planted along the tidal basin. And so planting the cherry blossom trees here at national parks puts together our two most fabulous Washington, D.C. springtime occasions and events. And I'm just so proud as Mayor of the District of Columbia to be here. And I want to again thank all of the people who put this together, and I'll turn it over now to the President of the Nationals, Kasten.
Thank you, Adrian, and thank all of you for coming today. In the many years that I've worked in sports, I've had the pleasure to preside at a number of different kind of events. I have to tell you, that's my first tree planting. So, and Adrian's right, we are now having progress pretty much every day. There's some new milestone. If you come back next week, we'll be installing the leaves. And then the week after, we're going to paint them pink. So everything will be ready for opening day. I also want to recognize, standing on his left, Frank Gambino is a vice president of the Lerner Company, and he is the one who drove to the nursery in Pennsylvania, picked out these 14 cherry blossoms, met with the U.S. Botanical Garden people, Holly Chamizo, who has been very, very helpful as we try to understand the best way to incorporate this most important symbol of D.C. into our ballpark. So we decided the cherry blossoms are both a subtle yet extraordinarily impactful image of our city. And when you turn on the TV around the country, you'll see highlights around the country watching our games this year and all the years in the future. When you see the cherry blossoms, you'll be able to instantly recognize that's the ballpark in D.C. And that's what we were trying to accomplish. And so we're very proud.
Awesome. George, did you want to say anything? I think George wants to chop down. You're going to chop down the cherry tree, George? Is that what you're going to do? Okay, well, let us get it planted first.
thought he was going to speak. Oh. But no. Washington did play a game of charades with me, and I was never very good at that game, so it took a long time to figure out what he was saying. But it's a secret. Okay, but now the real planting takes place. Hey, you guys gonna put it in for real?
Yeah, we're going for real now.
Awesome. See, stick around, I get the real stuff. So the cherry blossom trees are going to look awesome when they're blooming, and luckily this year the peak is predicted to be between March 27th and April 3rd, just in time for opening day and the exhibition game against the Orioles. Not necessarily in that order. Till next time, I'm Miss Chatty, your host, and that's it for this edition of That's Chat Snaps. Catch you next time.
Hey, where's the mayor? I'd like to speak to the mayor.
Down there somewhere.
Is he accepting visitors today? I got a lot to say.